Okay,
Alright,
cool.
go ahead and count us down, whatever.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
How's everybody doing today? I'm El Rock. That over there is Stunt Coyote. Stunt, say hi.
What up? How's it going?
We're going to be doing a race of some X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. And I'm sure some of you have probably seen this game before. For those that haven't, we're actually not looking at this as a race against each other. It's more just before. For those that haven't, we're actually not looking at this as a race against each other. It's more just a race against the game because RNG is just going to be everywhere.
Yeah, that's
And we're just going to hope for the best.
that's basically all this game is just hoping for the best RNG you can get.
Yeah. Some good execution. We both are going to start with Psylocke. She's a typical start for us because she has the most RNG heavy stage, and both of her bosses are very RNG heavy. So if something goes wrong, you can always just hit reset immediately, but we're just used to it. It's also just a good starting stage. It helps get your fingers ready for everything to not get missed, because her execution's so rough. Got a good group there.
Yeah,
Then it has cool music too. Got sniped there out of the air. It's unfortunate. Get this guy on his wake up.
a big thing about this game, especially in Psylocke's level, I think probably the most, is just grouping your enemies is super important. You want to be doing the
That's
most
very true.
DPS you can and take enemies out as quickly as possible.
Missed an input there. Yeah, that and she has the most combo heavy inputs because knee on some enemies, like the mini boss that I just hit there, hits twice and it does a lot of damage. Psychic Knife is the other one you're using a lot, and that for enemy grouping is huge because it can hit upwards of like 7 times with perfect spacing. It does a lot.
Right.
So here we're gonna have some knife guy grouping here. This one's also very important for grouping. Got it perfect. Good stuff. We'll move on to the final boss. Her final boss, which is just a giant sentinel. This guy's just one big RNG bus. He can do one of like 4 different attacks. Each one you have to retaliate against differently, especially in terms of your timing. Even though you have invincible moves, you can't mistime them at all. He can also do this thing that I call going to the back of the bus, which means he's just going to move back like he did there, but we managed to catch him before he got to move back, so good fight there.
Oh man, I'm having a terrible fight.
Alright, and this is actually not my normal next character, but we're keeping it in line so Stunt and I can be a little more in sync. I'm going to go with Cyclops. I normally go with Gambit second, but I'm going to switch it up here. Cyclops' level is probably the easiest in the entire game. It's the only one that he and I both agree has been completely optimized. The RNG isn't that heavy. You just need to have good execution. The only thing that can improve it is if your execution's frame perfect. And even then, there's a bit of room for error.
Right. There's little small optic blast optimizations. Like there's the air bike section when they're coming on the screen.
Yep,
trying to.
his mini boss. Yeah, these guys here. You really don't want to ever drop this. Got him there. And from here, it's just needing to know what direction the blasts are going to go in. Like for this one, I just go right, left, right. Let that go. I also make sure I'm doing the low blast because that turns you around, whereas the standing blast doesn't. But that's just a me thing. Punch this guy through the bridge. And a lot of Cyclops' level is just him moving to the right. Like, you're not really fighting that many enemies. You only have to fight enemies if they force you to do so. If the screen stops, you gotta take out a few dudes, and then you can move on. But other than that, you're just moving, because enemies are gonna chase you, and you kind of just don't really have to care. Just blast them out of the way.
Keep walking right.
That's pretty much it. It reminds me of when I play Batman Returns. I do a lot of walking to the right on some of those levels, especially on some of the side-scrolling levels. Like, you just don't interact with enemies at all, you just move. You gotta get those blasts pretty close to frame perfect if you want the best boss fight possible, so that worked out pretty well for me. I had a couple early ones that were meh, but went pretty well down there to the very end. Alright, we're gonna move on to Wolverine here.
Good Cyclops. Good Cyclops.
Wolverine's stage is interesting. There's a lot of things you want to nail down in terms of jump height. Like there, I was able to miss that guy punching me. We're gonna miss this guy. Get that dragon punch, which kills the guy on the ledge, which is nice. Dash claw through all these guys. And then this is probably the hardest part of the entire stage, is this climb. Took me a bit of practice to get this, but with proper jump spacing, you're usually going to be good. It's fine. Reminds me a lot of Ninja Gaiden, though. And missed the climb. Jumped too early. Oh well. We'll recover.
Yeah, Wolverine stage, for some reason, we make a joke, we just never ever save time on it. Like, you get like the run of the level, and then you'll never get that run again, like, no matter what.
Oh, dropped the input there. Oh well. We're gonna move on to this door. Not a great mini boss fight, but we'll keep moving. The big jump to the top, climb up here. Some people will jump to the right then to the left, because Wolverine's jump height is actually incredibly high for someone of his short stature. We're gonna dive past this guy and ignore him, move on to the boss. Now, I think the perfect way to fight this boss is to do as many dragon punches as you need to kill him, but it's incredibly hard to do, so I think Stunt and I both just go for the short hop dives.
Yeah. It kind of helps.
Like, if I'm doing training mode, I go for dragon punches every time, but that's just because dragon punch is one button.
Right. Yeah. No kidding.
then it's just completely free.
Oh, I guess the thing to point out
here,
is like
short
all the
dive.
movement, like all the special attacks in this game are like Street Fighter Capcom moves, like Hadouken, Shoryuken, and stuff like that.
A couple exceptions like forward, yeah, like Beast Headbutt is forward, which is the stage I'm going into now. Beast is the character you're going to be seeing the most of in this game. He is easily the most powerful character in the game. Very high damage output, especially from his headbutt, which up close hits twice, which kills a large majority of enemies and does tons of damage on bosses.
Yeah, and he actually moves pretty quickly when you just do nothing but headbutt. So it's a good movement mechanic you'll see us use quite a bit.
He's also the only character in the game that has an infinite.
Right. Yeah.
Jump Punch Infinite is stun lock against a lot of bosses.
Oh, bad grenade RNG.
Good boss fight there, had a 2 cycle. Move on here. Move up. Ignore that guy on the bottom. Brutes are Beast's worst enemy. They do bad things to him. He can't kill him with a single combo. It's pretty miserable. Oh, got tagged there. Oh well. It's unfortunate. Alright, moving on to the boss here. This one I actually learned from Stunt, and I believe he learned it from a task. It's a combo you have to perform against all 3 Sentinels.
Yeah.
It takes some practice, but it's incredibly powerful.
The Taster, that's pretty awesome.
It's very, very good, yeah.
Oh, I messed it up.
Missed it there. Okay. And air guitar pose. Boys. Whee! Move on to the last stage, which is Gambit. This is actually one of my favorite stages to play through. I think it features the best platforming out of any of the stages in the game. You're going to do some really cool stuff with his scissor kick, which is my favorite move in the entire game. It propels a lot of forward movement. It takes out everything in its way. It's basically just a moving wrecking ball. It's a really, really strong move. And he has projectiles to go with it. So Gambit does have a lot of tools, and he's a character that I wish got to see more feature in this game. But unfortunately, he's just not Beast. It's just that simple. He doesn't have the power that Beast does.
We actually were thinking about Gambit being a part of a Brood's level for a while. You were theorizing.
Having that. Yep, drop that. It's really hard. I've attempted it, but in fact, that's what I played casually when I was younger. It was Gambit to that stage. He actually moves really well through the stage and does really well against the boss. His biggest obstacle is the trucks. He has no way around the trucks like Psylocke and Wolverine do.
Right.
Like the trucks, he just has to hit them. Not much doing. The boss fight is also really slow for him. It's just really effective for him to do it because he just gets to fireball the heck out of everything. How did you get away? That dude just jostled away from me, and I don't understand it.
The elevator section here is actually pretty tricky. You have to know, it's a very, very specific, like, order of way to take out enemies.
Yeah, and sometimes you get bodied by bad patterns. There's not much you can do, especially on the second floor. The second floor is like my nightmare for the elevator. Like, I think I've gotten that pattern to work perfectly 3 times in the 400 times I've played through this game.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's how bad it is.
Remy Bison, yeah.
Pretty much. Move on to the boat, and boat. Alright, this boss is also complete RNG. It's basically a Contra boss. I've always referred to it as a Contra boss. You have this helicopter that's firing 4 lasers at you at timed intervals. The thing that's random is the number of guns that fires completely random and which guns fires completely random. You have no control over what's going to happen. You can't manipulate it. You just have to throw cards up and hope for the best.
You gotta hope that they don't shoot on your turret you're currently on.
Yep.
Sidestepping wastes a second every time you do it. It's pretty lame.
Take the pilot out with 2 cards, and that's going to wrap it up. Now we get to move on to where the game really starts to get silly.
Yo, I think we closed the gap here. Not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a great Gambit for me. I had a fairly medium platforming section, but we're going to move on to the Brood stage here. Now here's where things are going to differ up for both of us. I still run Psylocke, which is the time-honored strat. It's what Molotov used in his world record run that was set back in 2014. Oh, I didn't know I was going to hit that.
I use Wolverine.
Whereas Stunt Coyote uses Wolverine, who's also a very, very good character for the stage. He moves very, very quickly. He has a really solid dive move that can propel him through the caves. And he can also climb up trucks, so he just gets to ignore them. Whereas Psylocke has the highest jump height in the game, and she can actually just jump on the trucks from a specific arc. So she's still very, very good. Where I think Wolverine's true strength is in this stage is the boss fight. He moves through the second fastest. The third fastest probably besides, like, Gambit, because Gambit's silly in this stage. But, Wolverine's boss fight is quite good. His jump arc doesn't go as high for his Dragon Punch, which is important, so he doesn't get, like, randomly tagged by Broodmites. We're going to move on to the stage. There's a lot to know here. My strat is I start with a Psychic Knife to tag the Claw, which doesn't do damage, it just prevents it from hitting us for a bit. Do another Psychic Knife, do a knee, and then do another knee to take rid of it, and that works. Oh, I got tagged. That happens. The part that's RNG is these Broodmites coming out of the right side of the screen. They will tag you all day if the patterns don't match up. Because I've gone through this fight completely perfect before. Like, I just didn't get hit at all. But that requires them to behave, and you're just not going to get that for the most part.
And this is X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, so it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, good RNG in this game. Like, through my own sum of best, I've determined you can definitely get an under 17 time in this game, but unfortunately the RNG will just never work out in your favor in that regard. It's just, it's not a thing. Alright, moving on to Tusk. Tusk is an interesting fight that we used to have a medium time with different strats, but Stunt discovered a quick kill that's completely RNG based. Yep. Also based on a global timer. Yep. And we're going to see if we can get it. Hopefully we can.
If you can get over and defeat the mini Tusk in time, the platform in the middle will be in your favor.
Yeah, I'm having a rough time here because that guy grabbed me. Got him in the lava, though.
We're good. Let's see if we can get it.
I'll take that hit. That's iframes. Okay. Tusk down.
Dude, I just got tagged hardcore.
I started that too. The anvil dropped, so I couldn't get the quick kill. But I'm like, all right, I'll just chill back and wait. And then the little dude grabbed me. I'm like, okay, fine, game, be that way. Be that way. All right, onto the corridor, which is the lead up to Apocalypse. It actually is possible to go through this room without getting tagged by any doors. The placement of it is really close to pixel perfect, if not pixel perfect. So I just go for some not optimized strats, but some safer ones that save me some time. So we'll get that there. What I got there was pretty much optimized for how I play. We'll move on over here. Onto the knife guy section, which is not fun.
No, that's the worst part.
It's the worst part of the stage for Beast, yeah. The knife guys just ruin his day. Come on, headbutt now. We get the climb. Climb is all about just knowing how to cling to the ceiling. You hold up pretty much majority of the way.
Thing to note is
move on to Apocalypse.
iframes in this game as well. So if you get like cornered or surrounded, you're pretty much going to get hit until they stop.
Accurate. Good Apocalypse fight there. One thing I didn't mention about the Apocalypse fight, at the very start of the fight, you can manipulate him throwing a fireball by just standing there and delaying your jump in.
Yo, I got the one cycle,
you have to wait, like... Nice. Nice we got to showcase that on the marathon.
Yeah, dude, frame perfect
one. So that's Q. Good job. Move on to Omega Red here, and There's literally nothing to say about this fight. It's completely random. He's going to land 4 times, and we have to hit him each time with a combo. When he decides to land is random. He can sometimes land on the right side, and we can't hit him, because the best strat is just to stay in place, so we just want him to appear 4 times on either side of us here, as opposed to all the way on the right. Perfect Omega Red RNG. Good times.
Oh, jeez, dude.
That might catch me up with a 1-cycle apocalypse. We'll see.
Oh, I got the perf too, man. Woo!
Let's go. Moving on to the Juggernaut. This is also another interesting fight. This is the quick kill that I've discovered that I've been able to contribute. I discovered this by mistake in a podcast. There's a way to manipulate him to grab you. It's kind of random, but you still have to go for it every time. We're going to go for it here. Crouch after 2nd cycle. Crouch after 3rd cycle. Got it. Ooh, Jug's quick kill, baby. Feels good. What you want him to do is you want him to grab you on that frame. The other option he has is he can do an uppercut, and that knocks you out of the air, so you just get crushed, and it sucks. But
I had a really
hey.
bad Juggernaut. Oh, well.
Alright, here comes everybody's least favorite stage, and by everybody I mean the 2 people running this game right now. Avalon is just Trollfest 2K whatever.
There is absolutely 0 way to know what the RNG is going to be. It's all over the place every single time. There's no consistent way to play the level. You just gotta.
And it's all because of the acolytes that appear. You can work your way around like those little bolts that crawl across the wall and the ceiling, but when it comes to the acolytes that appear, you have no control over that. See if we can get a quick kill on Exodus here. Got that. That's actually a new one too. That's on stunt though. Did you find that in the TAS? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, the TAS did that.
Oh, okay. Couldn't remember. I know it had. I know you got the TAS for the Beast Boss quick kill, but I didn't remember for Exodus. All right, see if we can get here through all these Kobe Bryants.
I had a really bad Exodus as well.
Did not. Okay, so we recovered pretty well. Oh, it did not. Okay. You might have me here. I'm getting some really bad luck on Avalon. Okay. Okay, we might be in there on the boss. See what happens here. Didn't get the jump, but that's okay. Go for the quick kill.
Got the boss.
Got hit, that's fine. Oh no!
Alright, let's do it!
Okay, got the hit. Moving on to Magneto.
And Mags is the worst boss probably in any video game ever.
I can't disagree with that, actually. He's so bad. Everything's RNG and everything's miserable. He has invincibility for 90% of the fight. He's going to basically do what he wants for the most part. And he has 2 attacks where he's going to expose himself and make himself vulnerable. You just kind of have to hope for the best. What you're hoping for really is are these orbs that he's throwing. That's the best strat you can get because it leaves him completely open for a full combo where you can do the most damage.
Yeah, I'm kind of having an unfortunate.
Here we have Construction Zone. Oh, missed it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I missed a Construction Zone or 2. Also missed a pink orb.
Okay, got nailed there. Ugh. Construction Zone is blowing up my world. Gotta do that. Yeah, he's a jerk, we know.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Okay.
We're gonna get ready on time.
Didn't get my punch. Yeah, we're gonna have to be ready on time soon. Oh, hey, got in there.
Alright, we're ready on time here.
Warp time.
And... time.
Nice job.
Thanks, dude.
I'm about to finish it up myself. There. Why you got
I
it?
totally didn't hit my split.
Whoa, okay.
It was like an 1850 something, I don't remember.
Wow, I got killed. He wanted to do nothing but Construction Zone. Oh well. We're gonna finish it. He'll have less life. If you're trying to do a casual playthrough, the funny thing about the Magneto fight is when you go back to him, he just has the same amount of health as you did when you finish it up. So he doesn't regain to full health or anything. Oh well.
Hey, thanks, guys. Guys and gals. 1847.
Time.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
19. It was a late split, so it was like a 1945. But I had a death, so things happen.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, anything with Magneto goes. Like he can be the best guy in the world, or he can be the absolute worst. So 1850.
Well, GG, man.
Good. Yeah, dude.
Good race. You just had a way better Magneto fight.
Yeah, you were ahead of me for a long time.
I think I was up until that fight, and then I just, things happened.
Yep. That's the nature of the game.
Well, that's how this game is. We got the perfect exhibition how bad the RNG can be. Did you have a lot of construction zone, or was it mostly just orbs? Because that's definitely what mattered for me.
It was like 60-40, like construction zone. Like definitely got more. I bonked a couple.
You showed the people are quoting it now. Oh man. Oh well. That's still good enough for me. I won one race this week and lost another. It's been a good week. I can't gripe. This game is silly.
Yep.
Thanks for the GGs, everybody.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.
It was still, like, I'm actually not unhappy with that run at all. Even with the death of Magneto, like a lot of things went right. I got the Juggernaut quick kill, which was amazing. We both got perfect Omega Red RNG. You got the Apocalypse 1 cycle. Like, we really don't have anything to feel bad about, despite the times.
Right.
So yeah.
And like we were
Good runs from both.
like we were saying before, this game is it's free casually, but speedrun wise, this game is extremely, I would say, like agitating.
Agitating is a good word. I would agree with that.
Yeah, it's a lot of
agitating is an extremely good word.
Right, it's a lot of grinding RNG and just learning like how to recover from the bad RNG, and just execution is pretty much everything. So getting a good time is pretty tough, but it's extremely rewarding.
It really is. I was actually I was telling another runner last week that, I mean, I have like verified runs across 9 games, but this is probably the only game I run that legitimately makes me feel like a speedrunner, because I've never reset a game as much as I reset this one.
Oh.
As soon as one thing goes bad, it's just click the reset switch immediately.
Yep.
So I more than any other game I play, I definitely want to optimize this one. I mean, the other games I play, I'm pretty much the only runner, but this one I like things to just go as well as they possibly can, and that reflects on both of us and both of our sub-18s. So. Yep. We push this game to its limit.
Oh, definitely.
That's really all you can say to it.
Oh, definitely.
Like, out of like, if you have to do 600 runs, out of one of those, if you get one that's just borderline perfect, it's worth it. Because I got mine yesterday, and it was just like the best feeling. It was amazing.
And to kind of put into perspective, like how optimized and tight this game is, given the RNG that you get, like both categories, like both major categories, any percent, which is like any percent. Any character.
It's what we did just now.
Or, thanks guys for the follows, by the way.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for the follows, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much. Both major categories are only a second apart for world record, so that.
Yeah, that's what's also silly.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
How optimized this game can be, like, that's definitely it right there.
Yeah, and as far as training mode, sub 10 is 100% possible there, but I mean, I just don't see a reason to push it right now. My run's good, your run's good, they're only a second apart.
Right.
Let someone else creep up, you know?
Right.
Plus, training mode's really fun. Training mode is actually what I recommend if you actually want to play the game and like try to speedrun it, because it's a great way to learn the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And learn like patterns and stuff, especially for the first 5 stages.
And if you like Street Fighter,
So, yeah.
this is the game for you.
Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for us. Going to be moving on to some Final Fantasy V. Guys, we really, really hope you enjoyed the race, despite my poor performance on Magnus. But thanks so much, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And thanks,
very
Stun.
much,
GG.
guys. Thank you.